believe it. And after all is said and done, I'm gonna be the lonely one. Oh, do you believe in life after love? I can feel something inside me say, really don't think I'm strong enough. No, do you believe in life after love? I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think you're strong enough. That's a horrible thing to say to someone. But you know what? She's Cher, so she can say whatever she wants. And you know what? You would have to be really hurt by someone to like not wish them well after a breakup, you know? Hello, everybody on YouTube. My name is The Rooster, as you know, and I am here for his show, A Morning Crow, if you are in PST time, and an afternoon crow if you're in EST time, and I have no idea what time if you're in any other part of the world. It's a crow. His crow is like a cock-a-doodle-doo. It's to wake you up no matter what time of day it is. So we're here, we're queer, we're getting into gear. He's feeling much better than he did yesterday because 1, he got paid. 2, he went out and bought some new makeup so he can do his face properly. And 3, I bought myself a new plant. I can show you. Look at him. His name is Juan. Because he is a wandering dude. That is the name of the plant, Wandering Dude. And it is the start of my collection. I plan on filling my entire window up with plants rather than getting curtains. So 1, I can have tons of beautiful plants to make me feel way happier. And 2, I have some privacy. And I get the light still. 3, I get the light. Because I want lots of natural light in my bedroom. That was one thing that I really truly wanted when I was hoping for a place and imagining where I was going to live and stuff. I was like, I want to have a bright space so I can have lots of plants, and I know that my plants are all going to get the amount of light that they need. Anyways, we're going to read from the Book of Awakening, which is, where is it? Oh, it's right here. We shall pause this music. Yeah, so hi Orange Juice, welcome. How's it going? I'm about to read from the Book of Awakening. And I'll just go ahead and say again, if there's anybody in my live who've been here the whole time, no wonder if you're still here. You have heard me say it a few times already, but YouTube hasn't. I woke up feeling really, really depressed today, and I stayed in bed way longer than I should have, which just kind of added to the depression. And I didn't think I was going to go live today. I thought that I was just going to stay in this depressed state, but I decided, no, I'm going to get up. And I'm like, if I have something to go do, like a task, then that really helps me feel more motivated to live my life. So I was like, ooh, I have money now. I can go buy a new eyeliner pencil, eyebrow pencil, and then I will do my show. So it was great. I went to Shoppers Drug Mart. I went for a walk, even though it's raining. It was great to get out and walk. I bought it. I bought a new mirror with a light because my other one is broken, but I'm not using it yet right now because it needs batteries. It's not a plug-in one. I thought it was a plug-in, and it wasn't. Classic Cass, not reading. And then on the way home, I passed by a plant store, so I bought my new buddy Juan, the Wandering Dude. They used to be called Wandering Jew because they like spread out, and every like bit of soil they find, they plant some roots. And I kind of just like liked that idea, but it is offensive apparently, which I totally would understand if I were Jewish. I'm sure I would feel the same way. I don't mean any offense by it, but that doesn't mean it's not offensive, right? So it's called a wandering dude. And I just actually really loved that my first plant that I bought is called a wandering dude because I myself am a wandering dude. I have found my way here by meandering. And his whole life has been this wandering road. Hello, Gimme Time. Welcome to my live today. He's talking about feeling good after feeling bad. It's always it's like you feel reborn. It's like you feel like light has come again. Because when you're feeling depressed, it can feel like you're never going to feel better again. Like dementors, like that feeling where you'll never be happy again. That can happen, and that's what happens to me. But got through it, and now I feel much, much better. So life is good, and we're going to read from the Book of Awakening. Hi, Adam. March 26th says, feeling your feelings. It says the fastest way to freedom is to feel your feelings. And I will just go ahead and digress for a moment and say that back about being depressed, it's hard. It's hard to know what to do because you want to give yourself the space and time to feel through whatever it is that's making you feel depressed, right? You want to be patient with yourself and loving with yourself and allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. But you don't want to stay stuck there. So you have to somehow find this balance where you are both being fully supportive of your process and your sadness in time, while also encouraging yourself to get back up again, go out, because that's where you will feel better again. Okay, the fastest way to freedom is to feel your feelings by Gita Bellin. This sounds pretty simple, but though it's easy to know you have feelings, easy to know their weight and agitation and suddenness of mood, it is another more subtle matter to feel them. That is, to let them penetrate your being the way wind snaps through a flag. To let the feelings penetrate your being. And if you're somebody like me where you just can't help but feel feelings so intensely, when you actually let them in, it's all consuming. Hello, dog. This is necessary because if we don't feel our feelings all the way through, they never leave us. This is what we learned in energy healing school as well. And then we do all kinds of unusual things to get out from under them. This is the cause of many an addiction. And let me tell you, as somebody who struggles with addiction and somebody who's gone to energy healing school, I understand that it doesn't stop. It's part of living a full life. Having these feelings come in, consume you, and you have to feel them through. Because if you let yourself turn to substances and other addictions, they're going to stick in you, and it's going to be harder. It's going to be harder to feel them later on than to feel them when they first come in. And that's like easier said than done. I still can't do it all the time. I definitely turn to substances and addictions rather than feel my feelings still. As much as I preach about feeling feelings, I do that still because I'm a human and I understand how hard it is to feel. So I get it. I know it fully from experience. I've diverted myself many times by becoming involved in what surrounds my pain or sadness while never feeling the thing itself. So when someone asks me how I feel, I wind up retelling the circumstance of the pain, but not feeling it, or anticipating reactions, but not feeling what is mine to feel. Or swimming in the anger of injustice, but not diving through the wound. And I will also say that if you are somebody who has avoided feeling for a long time and you finally start to face it and you want to get better, it is going to be very overwhelming and it's going to be very messy for a while. And that is 100% okay. It's all part of the process. You're going to feel mad. You're going to feel sad. You're going to feel hopeless. You're going to feel scared. You're going to go through all of these cycles. And the only way out is through, as this is talking about. All those cliches, they are cliches for a reason. The only way out is through. Feel your feelings. All of these things that people say, they say them for a reason. It's because it's true. Rainbow. Do you mean Rambo? I am a drag king and a non-binary person. Though we fear it, feeling our feelings is the only clear and direct way to free our hearts of pain. Hi, Young Money. This is really good for me to hear right now. This is really, really good for me to hear. Hi, In the Water. You missed some of the really good insights, but that's okay. I don't know how long you were gone for. Yeah, because again, if you've been avoiding properly feeling your feelings through by using all sorts of substances and sleeping away the pain, avoiding your pain in all sorts of ways, it gets really, really hard to face them and feel them. And it's scary. And that's where I'm at right now. You have to feel them to free your heart. And something really important to remember about that too is just because you feel a certain way does not mean that is your reality. So if you feel, for example, I don't know what my reality actually is. All I have is my thoughts and my feelings, and taking a step back and trying to see things objectively. You still don't know what reality is because reality is ephemeral, like it's shifting. All of us are creating reality. And if you believe, in a lot of things like that Einstein says and quantum physics theories, is that nothing is actually concrete, that everything we know is actually sits on uncertainty. So we don't actually know the fabric of existence. So what you think is true might not be true. Blah, 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 blah. Point is, when you feel something, those feelings are real. It doesn't mean that is your reality. So if you need to feel this pain of loss, you need to feel this pain of rejection, and you need to feel like you're worthless and like all of these horrible, scary, scary feelings, it doesn't mean it's true. It's good to feel that it's there, but don't, in your mind, don't tell yourself. You don't have to tell yourself you're worthless, you're rejected, they hate you, blah, blah, blah. You don't need to actually say that that's your reality in order to feel the pain that's there. And the only way you're going to get rid of those false beliefs is by actually feeling the feelings that are there, because those are the causes of your external reality problems. that's what, I'm just regurgitating all sorts of things that I've learned from like quantum theory and energy healing and, manifesting and all of this stuff. And then from living through experience and struggling to do these things for myself, I'm saying all of this out loud because it helps me to remember these truths that feel your feelings doesn't mean your feelings are the reality. And that you really can't know what reality is. So just believe in goodness. Believe you are taken care of. Believe you will receive. And I'm saying this to everybody I'm saying this to myself as much as I'm saying this to everybody. Anyways, I lost so many viewers while on that rant speech, which is kind of too bad, but it is what it is. We are going to, I guess, there's a lot of people who aren't ready to hear all of that. Hello, Queen of Hearts again. We just finished reading a passage from the Book of Awakening. Do you know this book? It's by Mark Nepo. He is a very wise Jewish man. It says, so that was the passage, and this is the meditation. It says, meditate on the ways you might avoid your feelings. The reason why I went on such a rant about feelings not being reality is because I struggle with that so bad. I fear feeling my feelings because of what they will make me believe. Because there are some real deep wounds that want to tell me all sorts of harmful, sad things about myself. How do I avoid? By staying in the ego, I guess, by staying in the mind and trying to be up above the feelings, staying busy, which are all things that can help you find balance if you're depressed. But everything, it has to be in balance, and like it's so easy to find yourself out of balance again if you're doing too much of this or you're doing too much of that. It's not a quick fix, and it's not easy. It's lifelong goals. Balance. Meditate on ways you might avoid your feelings. In your silence, stop holding them off with words or reasons or busyness. Simply be ashore and let your feelings wash against you like waves. Hi guys, Blah, Curtis, Giggles Always, and Mad Cool. Hi, how's it going? I'm the Rooster. I just finished reading from the Book of Awakening, so we're feeling a little bit zen. We just did the meditation. It's talking about feeling your feelings. And it says, simply be ashore. Be just like a shore, and your feelings are the waves. And let them wash against you. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody feeling? So many feels, so many feels. Okay. We're going to do the rune reading. And then we're going to go eat something because he's hungry. All sorts of stars have just come into my life. Hey there. So these runes will tell us our main issue, our main problem, and they will then tell us something we can do about it. And then they will then tell us a new opinion on the matter. So, what is our issue? And it's not reversed. 20. Communication speaks of communication and harmonizing something that has two sides. The joining together at journey's end. This one again. Through right action, remove resistance, and then obstructions will give way. Harmonizing something that has two sides. Joining together at journey's end. Through right action, remove resistance, and then obstructions will give way. Yeah. Okay. Let that sit. Let yourself feel it. Now it's time for an alternative action. Ooh, it's upside down. Reversed. Movement. Realize that not all opportunities are appropriate. Be certain that the action is timely. Okay. Basically, what I'm getting from this is that I have to make sure that I am ready, because just like my childhood, like most people's childhoods, we're rushed. And we feel like we need to take a leap before we're really ready to, right? And that's kind of like popular culture is like, you'll never be ready. You have to, do the thing, even if you don't feel ready. And I think that there is, a lot of truth to that, but it's not always true. Sometimes it's okay to wait for the right moment. And that's not something that I've always been able to do, because I get really confused. I'm like, is this the right moment? Is this the right moment? Oh, but I'm hesitating. I'm not supposed to hesitate. I don't know anymore. It's confusing. Unidentified, and hello world. Again, realize that not all opportunities are appropriate, and be certain that the action is timely. And yet, how can you be certain of anything? Anyways, that is the rune's advice, okay? Not all opportunities are appropriate. Be certain the action is timely. Don't go rushing into things. You don't have to. You don't have to rush. Certainty is a blessing, and I don't think that it's that common. It's not. It's a relief to be certain about something, but it's not that often that you get to be certain. Most of the world, most of existence is uncertainty. All right. Third one is a new opinion. Oh, it's the blank one. Unknown. The unknown. Hello, AKA. This is our new opinion on the matter. Unknown. Okay, so this rune speaks of the undiluted potential and creative power of the unknown. Sorry, something just popped up and now I can't see who came in. Oh, Med. I got her. This rune speaks of the undiluted potential and creative power of the unknown, a direct test of faith in cause and effect as life forces shift and evolve. Lessons and obstacles of the past can become the gateways that lead to a new beginning. What I am feeling and picking up from this rune reading is more time in silent contemplation is needed. Feel your feelings, right? That's what we got from our Nepo insight. And then from our rune reading, what we're getting is harmonizing through right action, removing resistance, and then lessons and obstacles of the past can become gateways to a new beginning. Meaning, yeah, for me, it's just like I need to sit in silence and like feel what that all means. That's where I'm at. I don't know what it means to you, but that's what it means to me. That's the Rooster's Crow for today. How's everybody doing? I see that there's some new viewers in my live. What's up? His name's the Rooster. He's a drag king. He's here every day. He's a cocky doodle doo some days, and other days he's a flailing freak weirdo. It's great. You just never know what you're going to get with this guy. He is 100% authentically himself and shows his moods. I try not to bring anybody down. That's the main goal. Try to lift people up and be a voice for all the feelers in the world. Because we need to start being real. What does it mean to be a human being? Truly, put all of the fame, ego stuff to the side and look at ourselves as a collective. What does it mean to go through this human experience on this planet Earth? And how do we make the world survive? How do we get through this time? And being somebody who went to energy healing school, I know that the only way we're going to get through this is if each of us heals ourselves individually and raises our energetic vibration to help heal the rest of the world so that we can all be a healthy planet, healthy collective of beings. Basically, love yourself, heal yourself, take care of each other. Positive vibes. Thanks for being a fan. I appreciate it. Try to be optimistic. Try to be positive. Pray for goodness. Have gratitude. And if you don't have gratitude, pray for gratitude. Ask for gratitude because there's always things to be grateful for. And that's it for his advice for today. Thanks for being here, everybody. I super appreciate your presence. It means a lot to me. He needs this time and space to be himself. So thank you. Remember, You can never fail if you never give up. Just keep going. Number 2, everyone is someone, right? There are many people who are famous and everybody wants to idolize them and put them on pedestals. But remember, they are a person just like you. You are a person and your life is worth living, and you need to know who you are. That is our purpose here. That is our goal for being alive. Who am I? Number 3, if you ever feel down, all you have to do is look in the mirror and say, she's a woman, and Ms. Cracker will be with you. She's a beautiful woman. She is a fantastic drag queen. She is very smart and very funny. So check her out. Buy tickets to her show. She's going to be in Canada soon, and then she's going to the UK. So if you don't know, look her up, Ms. Cracker. Check her out and listen to her podcast. It's a beautiful feminist podcast where they interview women, all different types of careers, and just inspire you to be yourself and figure out how you're going to contribute to the world. And it's not like it's a necessity for you to contribute to the world in order to have a life worth living. But that's kind of what we all want to do, isn't it? We kind of all really want to somehow contribute. And that's like a deep-seated desire for all of us. And whether we admit it or not, I think that's what we all want. I'm very queer, if that's what you're wondering. I am non-binary. So what it means to be gay for me is different what it means for somebody who's cis. I'm very queer. I'm a drag king. I'm non-binary. Does that answer your question? Yes. Somebody asked me if I was gay. Anyways, yes, it's a good podcast, so listen to her. And if you want, you can say cock-a-doodle-doo. And this cocky-doodle-doo will be with you too. I love you. Thank you for being a viewer. Thank you for your attention. I love you. If you need me, I'm talking to my friends and family here. If you want something, if you need something, please contact me because I love you. Bye-bye now. Take care. See you next time.